Today I was the day after Sabbath. I was in the back of Dundastan, my birthplace, just giving information as any other Bahamian would do. And I just want to show everybody that when car emails go in the back of there, I know that we have 200 undocumented set of Haitians on one side, and on the other side we got another 200. That's 400 to me. Everybody ever saw the movie Daniel Boone? That was one of my favorite movies as a young man. When Daniel Boone would go to the woods, he would have some Indian squatters with them, and the Indians would stay low. You can only see Daniel Boone, but when they fire on Daniel Boone, all the Indians would stand up. That's the kind of approach I get. I don't go in the back of that by myself anymore. I see when I did the video, everybody came around. But one of the striking part about the video that I did today, there's a Bahamian there from Exuma. I forgot his last name. I should have filmed him in, but he asked me not to film him in. And the fellow works at Baker's Bay. I know he works at Baker's Bay. He's a contractor. But he's building a sixplex in the back of there. So I asked him, I say, buddy, I mean, you can do this in Exuma? He said, no, but the Haitians are doing it here, so you might as well take advantage of it. So I asked him a dumb question. I said, why are you all the way in the back of the dump yard, the car graveyard? Why are you way in the back? He said, but because the Haitian took all the front. I said, by God, the Haitian got you in the back in the Bahamas and they got the front. I said, I should take your video with you because you're just as worthless. You're adding to the problem. You see, greed. That is the problem we got today, why there's no law and order. Greed. But I scratched my nose today down in the valley, just trying to let the brave Davis administration know that at least the F&M pretended that if they care. Let me say that again. The F&M pretended to care about Bahamians, but y'all even ain't trying to pretend. You see, Menace and Darren went down to the farm with the camera and the newspaper, but y'all even ain't step foot. You gotta take note of our neighbors to the north. Today was an example of what should be happening Turks and Caicos Island. The Prime Minister down there, just as bad as the Prime Minister here. I want to use some words, but I'm going to refrain from using the kind of words to describe them, that they can have such massive build-up on Providencia Island in the middle of town and Marshaba close to the center. And the Prime Minister is absolutely silent. Who elected you and why? But example of the bad leadership that we have in Turks and Caicos and in the Bahamas is what the United States President did today. He went to the border and he said the illegal is a national threat to the 50 plus states of the United States. And Brave being all over the world and doesn't realize under his government over 200 houses are being built illegally. When God stepped in and said it was wrong, he destroyed the mud, the peace, and sandbanks with one blow. And immediately after, God stepped in and said, this land that I give you is for Bahamians and anybody else that prosper from this land more than Bahamian God. It's not peace. So then, Brave Davis, I give you the data. I took a chance. I went down there. You can't say that you don't know. But the weightlessness of the F&M is what got you the Prime Minister today. I'm talking directly to Brave Davis. And boy, how I can't get to see him. I got to see Brave everywhere before he become Prime Minister. But them contracted bandits, when he comes to Abaco, they're getting snowed over. He don't want to hear the real truth about what's going on. But what I am doing is what Kike and John Pinder is supposed to be doing in the House Assembly. Kike tried. Paul Kike. Kike said there was more concern about John Canoe than Abaconians. Rightfully so, Kike. But John Canoe finished. Fitty. Now, where are you? I ain't see Kike from last year. Last year was just a couple of days. I ain't seen him for months. Paul Kirk, be careful, Kirk. What you ask for, you may get it. Then what? Then all of y'all PLP haters that voted for Kirk for contract, some of them, all they wanted to do was to get the contract to clean the government complex. That's as far as they gone. All election, they want cleaning contract. Then the other PLP general, they just want loan contract. That's all they want for 5 years. And at the end of the 5 years, they can't even pay their mortgage. That's because God is not pleased with what you're all doing. But I want to show you that all 200 homes I've seen there, there's not one single house that had one building permit. 200 homes have been built and 30 structures on the way and not one single building permit. That means that not one single house has permission to be there. What happening down there in my boy place in the back road is anarchy. The same lawlessness that is in Haiti that caused the government can't stabilize is the exact same thing that is happening back there. Because government don't act, people react. Now I know that you have two fractions of the PLP, the Brave faction and the Chester faction. I heard for the first time in 6 years that they're gonna change ministers. Rightfully so. Because if we call election now, none of them are gonna win. So you need to change them, and y'all gotta decide, are y'all gonna be a Pinland PLP, them ones are supporting Brave, or you're gonna be a Chester Cooper PLP that came over from the F&M. Y'all decide, but while y'all are in-house fighting, y'all PLP, all for me baby, that's in-house fighting, remember that Abaco is suffering so much that y'all could build houses for people after hurricane and they're catching mold and mildew today. Not one single building permit. How could this happen under the New Day government? Or this is what y'all call a New Day government. This government was not elected for Bahamian, but for all the new Haitians, because I recognize that every building that is built, there's another building that is built to rent house for the next thousands that coming. And when I speak about the Haitian condition, I'm speaking about what if another 100,000 Haitian come ashore with the ones that are hating on me because I speak about the Haitian condition. What will happen to the future of your children and your children, the ones that already came ashore and get a Bahamian passport and doesn't recognize what the Bahamas government have been and done for them. What if 100,000 come ashore and settle in the back of Dundas and Murphytown? How would your kids and your kids do? And now you'll feel like I feel, that we got to struggle to find a job, to find everything, because we got 100,000 illegal that had no permission to be here. They're only here because the weightlessness of the government and the government agencies refusing to do their job. This is only the 8th of January 2023, Kai case. Just let you know I'm still here.